let's look at this first story, right? Where we're gonna go ahead and get into a story that kind of made me a little upset. I'm gonna be honest with you because it was a mistake that cost somebody's dead life. And I'm gonna let them tell the story, and then we go come back and talk about it.
Our top story now at 5. A teenager who taunted law enforcement on social media, saying he couldn't be caught after a brazen drive-by attack, was handed a long prison term today. The vicious assault left one innocent woman dead and another wounded when Isaac Gonzalez shot up the wrong house.
Are you Isaac Gonzalez? Yes, sir.
Appearing before Judge Joel Perez, 17-year-old Isaac Gonzalez came to plead guilty to 2 charges.
You're charged with murder
and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
and it's punishable by 5 years to 99 years or life imprisonment. In both cases, are you pleading guilty because you are guilty and for no other reason? Yes. Okay.
Gonzalez admitted his role in a West Bexar County attack back in October 2022. Prosecutors say Gonzalez was after someone who lived next door, but he mistakenly shot up the wrong house on Bald Mountain Drive. A 25-year-old guest staying at the short-term rental died. Her 41-year-old host was shot in the leg and survived.
Your punishment is to be assessed at 40 years imprisonment.
The judge assessed 40 years for the murder and 20 more on behalf of the shooting survivor.
In that case, your punishment is to be assessed at 20 years imprisonment.
The sentences will be served concurrently. The judge gave Gonzalez credit for time he has already served, and the teen will be eligible to apply for parole in about 20 years. Then, the judge says, he'll have a federal lifetime ban on gun possession.
So there's our first story of the night. And I said earlier that this one kind of upset me because this man, I'm going to call him a man because he tried to do some man stuff, attempted a drive-by shooting and hit the wrong house. Hit the wrong house. So you telling me somebody died on a oopsie? On a oopsie?
It's messed up. Have I not heard this before? No. I've heard people going ahead and putting a warrant on a house that had nothing to do with nothing. Shoot, we've seen it how many times? Countless times, right? It doesn't change every time that you hear it. Like the effect that it has when you let it sit for a second, and you're like, man, somebody lost their life. That was a rental, so they went over there on vacation to just, who knows, decompress, maybe go work. I don't know, whatever the case may be. They were going out there on vacation. It wasn't supposed to be that right there, and the neighborhood didn't even look like that type of neighborhood that has drive-bys in it. Like, this is the most foreign thing to somebody ever. So it's one thing when you're used to a neighborhood going ahead and being, that type of situation. You start hearing the vehicles ramping up, to get down, certain things because you're used to it. But in that type of neighborhood, man, that was a blindside, and it's unfortunate, man. It's tragic. Sad.
What do you think about the sentence, 40 years?
I don't really have a qualm with it because at the end of the day, there's no explaining any aspect of what he did, right? It was an accident. How's an accident? Okay, so let's say it wasn't an accident. You were gonna end up killing somebody else. So it's like, at best, you got the right person. At worst, you got the wrong person. Like, I mean, where are we really going with this, right? Like, you premeditated this whole situation. They got you on premeditation. They got you on, actually doing it, and you admitted everything. It's an open and shut case, right? And so you're looking at the situation. 40 years, honestly, he's lucky he didn't get life.
And I guess that's what I was thinking, right? So, 40 years. How old was he? 17 is what they said. Yeah. 17, 40 years. If he sees
57.
daylight again, he possibly at 37 because they say up for parole in 20. So let's just say he has good behavior. He does get out at 20. He's 37 years old. That life is still lost. On a oopsie.
The life is lost to a degree, right?
No, not his life. I'm talking about the lady.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That life is still gone. So if you get out at 37, I mean, you can still shake some things.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got an opportunity, but I don't know, man. I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes of a family member. Like if that was me and I lost a loved one and I hear this news story, it was the wrong house. Like, I don't think my soul rests well with that. And I'm not the judge or the executioner. I'm just listening to it and responding as a human being that has family and loved ones, right? If I sat back and my house got shot up and I lost one of mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then to hear a news article where they say it was the wrong house. Yo, some people will say, oh man, that's just bad luck. No, that's not bad luck. That's him. He did this. He intended to hit them, but he got us. And I'm going to continue to hurt by this.